welcome back to my channel. This is Paula and this is Getting Fit with Paula. In today's video, I have my handsome husband. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on, Getting Fit with Paula fam? I'm Tuck. I'm the behind the scenes, the support system sometimes.
Or Dre, because I know a lot of you guys hear me call him Dre. But today we're just going to do a video about answering a few questions that people have asked. And also would it like any advice you might have for people who are trying to be supportive for somebody that is getting VSG, or any advice they might have for husbands when they feel overwhelmed and stuff. So yeah, let's get into this video. Hey guys, welcome back. Like I did mention, this is my handsome husband Dre, or Tuck. So first off, I'm just gonna fly like some questions at you that some people have wanted to know.
You gonna fly some questions at me?
Yeah, throw, whatever.
Like a paper plate type?
Yes. So, first off, how old are you?
I am, old. 27.
How old?
27.
Okay, so he's 27, I'm 27. When's your birthday?
My birthday is August 4th, 1994.
August, I'm February 15th, 1994, so I'm a couple months older than him. Another question that people have been wondering is how we met, but all those questions are answered in the Tuckersons channel. So I really don't want to get too much into that, but we did meet in college. Another question people have asked is how long have we been together?
So we've been together since 2012, but we've been married since 2015.
Correct. So we've been together almost 9 years. Mm-hmm. November makes it 9 years, and we've been married 6. So how did you feel about me getting VSG, like a VSG surgery?
Well, when I first found out, I was deployed, and I kind of took it hard because I wasn't there, and I didn't know when they would give her a surgery date or anything like that. I'm glad I came back in time to be there for it. But my thought process was that was just the only regret I had, that if it would have happened while I wasn't here, it would have just been bad. But long as my whole thing was, long as she was healthy. If this is what she needed to be healthy, because no one wants to lose their wife due to health or anything like that. So you would do anything to keep your wife in your life. Bars.
So this was all prior to COVID, though. I just want to put that out there. He deployed in 2019 prior to COVID. COVID hit. Well, everybody got shut down early 2020. And that I don't know if I mentioned it, but that pushed him back 3 months, almost 3 months of deployment. So he was supposed to come back in May, and he didn't come back. No, you were supposed to come back, April or March, and you didn't come back until June, almost July. So another thing people would want to know is, did you feel like I was taking the easy way out?
No, because it's not something you really have a choice of, because if it's different if you have a clean bill of health and there's nothing you really can do, or there's something you can do to lose all the weight and everything like that. But in your situation, you were going to the gym, you were eating healthier, and
sorry, our dog is right here and she's like messing with me.
You were eating healthy and you were working out and you were actually losing weight, but it wasn't going to be in time enough to where it starts to affect your health. So I knew it wasn't something to ease the way out. I don't agree with that, because I feel like if you're going to do something that's good for you and it benefits you, then it's not really an easy way out, because it doesn't stop there. You still have to keep it going.
Okay, can you kind of tell people what you see me do differently now, or what I've changed since? Because I know a lot of people still have that perception that, you know, you got this surgery and it's the wheezy way out, and you're just, you know, like it's like a miracle or whatever.
No, is you still have to put in the work, and our cabinet now is full of all protein type stuff. She even has protein candy. She even put me on zero sugar juice, like, which is good. Like, it's really good. It's some things that, like, you can tell, like, from when she used to eat and to what she eats now. It's just totally different. Like, I have to. It's not. I wouldn't say it's stressful, but it's like I have to think more now because I can't just be like, oh, do you want to go to Wendy's? And she's like, no, they don't really have nothing for me there, and their salads aren't that good. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I get that. What you want to get? She's like, okay, I'll take some Chipotle, or I just make me some tuna here. And I'm like, all right, fine. But usually I say back in 2019, she'd be like, yeah, let's go get some Wendy's. She's like, you know, I like my spicy nuggets. I was like, okay. But now it's different. Like, even when we'll have down days where we don't go to the gym, and that day we just chilling, watch a movie, she still sitting there eating healthy snacks. And then she'll always come to me and be like, oh, the way I'm eating is I need to get back into it. And I'm like, what are you doing different? Like, you said you eating bad because you ate a burger with no bun. Like, that confuses me. And then she goes and gets some healthy popcorn, and she's like, oh my God, I'm eating so bad. I'm like, I would have got me a burger and a big bag of chips and just left it. But it's a whole different process. It's not the same.
Another question is, how did this mentally affect you, if it did in any way?
It opened my eyes that, like, usually when in a marriage, well, in our marriage, you have an effect on your partner. So once I start seeing her eat healthier, it kind of it's pushing me towards to, like, start cutting back on some things that I used to do. Like, when I used to eat, I used to have, like, multiple meals and everything. Like, we went to Chick-fil-A this morning. Usually I have a biscuit and also some hash browns and the little sliders. But now I eat a biscuit, hash brown, I'm done. And she's starting to teach me, like, might sound weird, but she's starting teaching me how to eat, because I would eat until my stomach hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, you're not supposed to eat that way. Once you start seeing yourself slow down, then it's like, okay, all right. So it had an effect on me as well, because I'm also trying things. Like, she'll buy some candy and be like, hey, this don't have no sugar in it or anything like that. Try it, and some of it is actually good. So it
like the Quest peanut butter cups?
Yeah, them they were smacking.
So, another thing, okay. So I know you talked about it, like, the food-wise, but did it mentally, like, affect you seeing me go through like, I read, and a lot of people have posted, and, you know, that a lot of times their marriages fall apart after VSG. And I guess it's because a lot of people feel like they're insecure. Not insecure in a way, but they start seeing their partner change and their body change. And a lot of this causes a lot of us to gain confidence, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So at any point, did it worry you, or did you worry about the state of our marriage?
No, I would. You've always gave me that security to know that it's not like, we'll joke around about it and everything like that. I'd be like, oh girl, you got fine. You gonna believe me? But no, it is. I want you to be better, and it's not an insecurity with me, because I want to see my wife doing better. When she called me, it was like, oh, doctor gave me a full bill of health. Hey, I said, hey, we finna do something for this, because this is a big thing. Like, I bought her stuff. I took her out. Like, this is a big thing, because I'm not gonna be insecure about my wife succeeding. That's not how a marriage works, and then vice versa. So yeah.
So you feel like celebrating the milestones with me also helps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I don't know if you told them about the poster and everything like that. That's why
Yeah, I did a whole video.
oh, that's why I got the poster, because sometimes she looks at herself and she's like, I don't feel like I did anything. So that's why my thing was, bam, to get you a poster. This is what you used to look like, and this is what you look like now, and you see the difference. So I like doing it.
How much do you think having somebody, not even just a significant other, for those that are going through this that aren't married and stuff, how important do you think it is to have that support system behind them, in for them to be successful or believe in themselves?
It also it depends on the person, because some people can do it without it. Somebody can be, sometimes they can be their own support system. But if you need it, then is that what works for you, because you didn't always need me to be your support system. You didn't need me to pick out like what you gonna eat and how you gonna do it. You did most of everything on your own. I was just there like, keep going. You doing it already. Why stop? So it just depends on what that person needs. Because sometimes, like I said, sometimes people don't need their own support system. So sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. But I know it's a big help, even with me as well. So
how do you feel about me losing all the weight? Like, did that change your view of me? Like, did you become unattractive to me? Because I know some people feel like their partner starts showing them more attention once they've lost weight. So do you feel like it's because they are falling in love with that person's new body, or is it more they're falling in love with that person's confidence? And did that change for you at all?
sometimes it can. I think the answer for that is, when you're just falling in love with the person's body. I think that's wrong, because even you said, like, you when you saw old pictures of yourself, and you see me post it and like be like, oh, that's my wife, or this and that, you're like, you thought I was you thought I was beautiful still. And I'm like, yeah, is you're still my wife. I don't see you no different from when you weigh 250 to now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see no difference, because I don't see your body. I see my wife. So, and it didn't.
Oh,
But it didn't. You do fall in love with the person's confidence. Like, that is something that you can, because it's very hard to have confidence when you see yourself in a certain way. So yeah, I've always told you I love the confidence, but it's not something that I'm just going to stop being attracted to you about or anything like that. I'm here to help you boost your confidence, and that's why I'm like, okay, if you want to do this, if this is going to help you, all right, fine.
What's the one piece of advice you would give a spouse or significant other, or even a parent that is trying to be there for a person going through this?
Patience. That's it. I understand sometimes patience runs out. I advise you just take some time to yourself, go in the restroom or whatever, just get some time and regain your composure and go back at it, because it's a process. Like, we started this in 2020. It is now
2019. Well, you weren't here for that process, but
well,
I mean, you were still there. Like, you would still, like, one thing about him was, like, even when he was deployed, he would be like, did you go to the gym today?
Mm-hmm.
What did you eat today? Did you eat today? Because prior to VSG, I wouldn't eat. And I know a lot of people are like, how would you not eat if you were 200 and some pounds? Well, me having insulin I would retain insulin. I had PCOS. I still have PCOS now, but, I would go, like, he would call me, and mind you, he was in Kuwait, so the hours, like, when it was morning for him, it would be afternoon, almost nighttime for me, and he'd be like, did you eat? And if I would say, oh, no, I haven't ate, I'm about to eat dinner, he would get mad, and he'd be like, what are you doing? Like, you need to start getting into the habit, because with the VSG, and you can ask him, there's been times where sometimes I would forget my snacks or something, and he'd, like, you could see it in my face that I was starving. Like, I would start to shake, like, I'd get like this, and he would tell me, like, prior, like, you need to start getting used to eating. You have to eat all the time on VSG. Like, don't go and stuff yourself and go eat bad, but now I know not to leave my house without a snack. And even he'll ask me, like, do you have a snack? Do you have a protein bar? Do you have, your beef jerky or your grapes or whatever I'm snacking on that day, he would ask. So he's always been a very big support system for me. I brag about him all the time in my videos. And I genuinely do, though, because you genuinely do it without feeling like it's a burden. And that's one thing I do want to thank you for. You've never made me feel like a burden to you. Like you had to do this. Like you did it out of you wanting to do it.
Yeah, why would you be a burden? Because a marriage is a partnership. Is like...
Yeah, but there's times where I feel like sometimes you can make a person feel like they're being a burden. Like, damn, like you need me to do that again for you?
Yeah, I know, but I know I'm not perfect. I know sometimes you see this like where I'm like I'm tired or you need something and I'm like, oh, okay, all right. But it's about actually still doing it and letting that person know, and also it's also vice versa, because you know you're not a burden to me, but you know that a person gets frustrated, a person gets tired, and it's like she's like, oh, I understand. So it balances back and forth. It's like she will understand if I'm not up for it today. Like prime example, the other day when our kids was up, I was up doing my homework and everything like that, and I went to sleep late. And I got up and she saw everything was frustrating with me and everything like that. She told our kids and everything. She's like, okay, give your dad a minute. Let's let them decompress and everything like that. And it was like, you understand it, you get it. So it's you just have to find that person that understands and gets. So I can feed you, you can feed me, and it's just how it is.
If you could describe Paula 2019 and Paula 2021, what would be the key differences that you see in myself?
Confidence. The outfits you wore, like for what was it? I think it was it was your 1 year thing, and the dress you wore is you wouldn't have worn anything like that in 2019, because I also see now that you have to learn your body and everything like that, and usually you would go in and be like, oh, I have to go to the extra large section or the large section, and then you get it and you put it on, you like, wait, this is too big. This is big. And now I have to go over. So now I see the confidence and
that goes back to what I always mention, guys. A lot of us still see ourselves as that 253, 258 pound girl, and sometimes it's like, oh snap, that's not me anymore. Like, but yeah. This is my amazing husband. One quick question, because my next video is actually going to be talking about plastics. How do you feel about plastic surgery?
Oh, I thought you was talking about Mean Girls. I'm like, what?
No, that is my...
The plastics? Wait a minute. Why are we talking about the plastics? What was it, Regina?
I put him on that.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
I
did.
saw Mean Girls on ABC Family before I met you. It just wasn't a top movie to me.
But now?
I mean, it's still not a top movie, man.
I'm just sitting here quoting it because of who?
I mean, you can quote movies and you did.
Because of moi.
Whatever.
Because of moi. Okay, so...
But plastic surgery, I'm a person that I always been that person. Like I think the right word is pro-choice. It's like do what you want to do. Like the only problem I would have is if a person gets it and just they get it because they don't want to do the work.
But yeah, but at the end of the day, that's still their choice.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm not saying don't do it or anything like that. I'm talking about like those people that's like, oh, I'm gonna get this tummy tuck, and then I'm gonna go back to eating whatever I want, and then I'm gonna go back and get it again. I'm like, you flip flopping now, because if you're not gonna do the work, if you're not that's like you getting your VSG and it's like, oh, I'm not gonna change the way I eat. Yeah. Like, what was the point of getting it?
So what you're saying is I can get it?
Yeah,
I can go and transform myself.
if that's gonna boost your confidence in ways that I can't, then fine.
But that video is coming up, so stay tuned for that. Anything else you would like to say?
Okay.
Kevin Gates. So before I get into that, I am gonna post a clip right here, right now. My amazing husband got Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates. If you guys don't know who he is because you guys are older or don't listen to the rap, he is a rapper. He had a conference call with him, and he actually got him to shout us out, guys. He shouted out Getting Fit with Paula. So I'm just gonna close off the video and end it with Kevin Gates shouting us out. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on all social media. Bye.
Can I ask a favor of you?
Demonstrate.
Can you shout out my wife's page? It's called Getting Fit with Paula.
Man, shout out Getting Fit with Paula right now today. You know, it's live. We got millions of people subscribing to this shit, man.
Man.
And Getting Fit with Paula. Yeah, right now today. Click the link in the bio.
Man. That I really appreciate
Got
that,
that,
man.
brother.